David says, protocol is protocol. Okay, El Haj, hello dear, good to see you. So if we have already said hello to everyone, let's go and deal with Justin's, Justin, in other words, question. He says, hey Mehran, I've been having a hard time getting over my ex. She's had 2 guys over the past 2 months. We've been apart. The past 2 months we've been apart. Yet I keep holding on to hope that we will get back together. How do I move on? The question the answer to that question is that why do you want to get back together with someone who obviously has moved on and is not interested in continuing that relationship with you? What does that mean to you? Does that mean that you feel because she's not willing to continue the relationship, then she's really that good? And on what do you base that observation or that opinion? Just because it's something that has denied you from having her or being with her automatically make you feel she's better than you? Because usually we are accustomed to think what we can't get must be something valuable. But it's not true. Sometimes you should focus on what you can get and why you don't want to get it, rather than what I can't get, I have to get it. It's 2 different mentality. The problem here is that you're not qualifying her to see if she's worthy of a relationship with you or not. You're simply qualifying her because of the pleasure that you have received and you may receive or you could receive by being with her, which in your age, that pleasure consists of only sex, intimacy. You know, that feeling of, So I think you're focusing on that, then you're justifying that she's the right girl for you. Because at your age, all you're really into, you think you really want her, relationship with her, that she's all that. But in reality, what motivates you to think that way is the feeling of sexual intimacy, the enjoyment, the pleasure that you receive, because through that you're fulfilling your desire, which at this age is all hormonal, and you want to have sex with girls and so on and so forth. And through fulfilling your desire, your ego is fluffed, therefore you feel higher than what you are, you feel more, you feel confident through satisfying your ego, which means you're turning into an instrument of your ego rather than your ego to be under the control of your center, which is you, your consciousness, who you are, what you're put together, how you're put together. So you need to focus on why would you want to be with her? If you carefully examine that, you will see that it's all about sex. Because obviously what caused you guys break up was not because of sex. What caused you guys to break up was because the 2 consciousnesses, her behavior, mentality, compatibility, preferences, and yours, they did not match. They did not create a bond. So on that premise, you can say then, why would I want to get back to someone that these problems exist and will not go away just because I'm having sex with her again? Because you were intimate with her before, but it didn't work. The intimacy did not keep it together. That part was there, but it wasn't able to keep the relationship together. You guys grew apart. So what made that to be growing apart? Your mentalities, your preferences, your order, your mechanical process, your consciousness, the content of your consciousness, your values, your conditionings, your dogmas, your customs, your religions, all these things that could have had something to do with it. The you, the different you, the you and the you in her, the 2 of you, the 2 yous, the 2 me's, could not communicate, could not bond it. At the beginning, everything is new and novel. So the sex seems to be, oh, we like each other and we are having sex. No, at the beginning it was all sex that made you think you like each other, that you're compatible. When the sex thing became kind of, okay, we've had that, or the intimacy, even if it wasn't sex, after a while, you think, okay, we've had that, so that's not the reason for us to really like each other. Now we see ourselves without any icing, and we don't seem to think that we're compatible. We don't like each other, or she doesn't like you, or you don't like her. One way or another, you guys broke off because of the content of the consciousness, not because of intimacy, sex, or anything like this. That part is already there. So the question I come back to is, why would you want to be with someone who already had problems between you two's mentality, which caused the breakup? So where do you think it's going to go? Another breakup. And at the same time, why would you want to be with someone who's already moved on and has been having 2 boyfriends in a matter of short time after breakup with you? What kind of respect do you have for yourself? What kind of value do you have for yourself? If you don't have any criteria to qualify a girl to be your girlfriend or to be in a relationship with you, you're going to be treated like dirt. Because if you don't have respect for yourself, nobody else will. To begin with, you must have certain kind of expectations, standards, criteria to qualify a girl who wants to have a relationship with you. You must also qualify her. Not that always hope and think, oh, you should be qualified in her eyes. Because why? Because she has a vagina and you want that sex and you think that qualifies her no matter what else is going on in her life or in her brain. You cannot have a relationship, a healthy relationship, with a sexual organ. In other words, if you want to have a girlfriend, you got to know the girl. You got to see how she ticks, how she behaves, what her manners are, what her morals are, what the contents of her consciousness is, how you guys hit it off, or what things you guys have in common. And that is what you can base your relationship on. Not based on that she has a vagina and you have a penis, therefore, hey, we can, have sex. That's just part of the whole thing. If you think it through at age 18, you should understand that you're running, your fuel and motivation for being in a relationship is only sex. You think it's not. But because you're so young, you still don't know yourself very well, and therefore you don't have much of a standards on what kind of a girl you want. Therefore, the only standards and expectations you have is that she would be pretty, or at least meets your standards of how you want a girl look like, and the fact that she turns you on. That's it. But that's not gonna be what gonna bond a relationship or build a relationship. And that's why it broke up, because you're at the age, you run on hormones, and you want to try things, and she wants to know things, and therefore you guys are simply trying things. At least she is. And because you're a guy, you want sex, and you'll be more loyal to her at this age than she would be, because she's looking for other things, what the guys will have, or what places they can take her and stuff like that, which will be endless. That's why she goes from one to the other one. At this age, you should have no business to be in a long-lasting relationship. The duration of this relationship was whatever it was, and it's over. Now I understand she's not qualified because of the fact that it broke up, because that you guys don't have much in common on the conscious level, and because of the fact that she's moved on and she's got other boyfriends at this time. Therefore, she's disqualified, and this match is not a reasonable or suitable match for you, and you should move on and find other opportunities and better suitable girls for you. Wish her well and respect her choice and wishes, and respect yourself. Wish you well as well, and move on. I hope that would be something for you to think about. Justin.